Today, the Scottish Law Commission publishes its report recommending reform of defamation law in Scotland. The report includes draft legislation designed to modernise the law for the age of the internet and social media. You can look at the report on our website, which will be linked in the description of this video, or you can access it via our Twitter account. I hope that as many people as possible will do so. Our report on reforming defamation law is the culmination of 3 years of close study of the subject in this country and across the world. We have consulted widely and listened to the views of many people. Our recommendations are based on close engagement with stakeholders, members of the public, media organisations, authors, publishers, campaign groups and the legal profession. This is not a part of the law that only lawyers should be interested in. Defamation law potentially affects everyone, and getting it right is crucial for the type of society we want to live in. With the phenomenal growth in use of the internet and social media, it is possible for everyone to communicate far more easily and more widely than was the case in the past. But faster and easier ways of communicating have thrown up new challenges for the law. The absence of editorial controls can sometimes allow reputations to be unfairly tarnished in the eyes of a mass audience. Our modern law of defamation, therefore, has to strike the right balance between two values that sometimes pull in different directions: the principles of freedom of expression and protection of reputation. Both are fundamental human rights and are of vital importance in a modern democracy. We all cherish freedom of speech, but at the same time want to ensure that reputations are protected from being unfairly smeared. The law of defamation has a central part to play in safeguarding both these rights. It is important that fearless journalism can thrive so that the rich and powerful are held to account. At the same time, the law must allow those whose reputation is unfairly tarnished to restore it swiftly and at reasonable cost, if necessary through the courts. In our report, we recommend that some old legal rules should be swept away. For example, we think it should no longer be possible to sue where a defamatory statement is made only to the person who is the subject of it and no one else. In that case, there cannot realistically be any damage to reputation, and the purpose of the law is to protect reputation against false attacks. We also propose that where a statement has not caused serious harm to reputation, there should be no right to sue. We want to prevent defamation actions being used as a weapon to try to silence unwelcome criticism, so the courts will have new powers to strike out trivial or worthless claims at an early stage. We consider that Scots law should explicitly recognise a defence of publication on a matter of public interest. This is important for investigative journalism. Under the present law, a person can allow 3 years to go by before suing for defamation. We think this is too long. Where there has been genuine damage to reputation, this should become clear quickly. So we recommend that the 3-year time limit should be reduced to 1 year. We propose that there should be a new single publication rule. This means that the time limit for bringing a claim will not start afresh each time the same statement is downloaded by a new search on the internet. The report contains many other proposed improvements in the law, including restating in modern terms the main defences to a defamation claim, making clear that public authorities cannot bring defamation cases, protecting people who are not truly authors, publishers or editors from the threat of defamation proceedings, and improving the range of remedies available to the courts. It's now up to the Scottish Government to decide whether to implement our recommendations by pursuing legislation in the Scottish Parliament. By doing so, they will put Scots law on a modern footing and on a par with best international practice.